Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Josh Fitness, Mackerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Sinorama Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Josh Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
No, I'm kidding.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Mackerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing.
This is Austin Oliver here for Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. We've got about a minute left to go here in the pre-game festivities here. It'll be a one-man show here tonight with me for a little bit here, so bear with me as I learn to use the system a little bit. So we'll be learning as we go. We've got a cameraman here with me tonight, but I'll be doing all the production as well as all the commentary tonight. So looking forward to this game against the second-ranked Johnston Dragons up against the 9th-ranked Centennial Jaguars. Should be a good matchup tonight. We'll be back with the starting lineups here shortly. Today and always, our pregame show is brought to you by Cinerama Ankeny. Cinerama Ankeny is your full-service sign and graphics company. We design, produce, and install all types of exterior and interior signs, graphics for vehicles, including vehicle wraps, walls, windows, and doors. We also do banners, yard signs, and business cards, real estate signs, trade show, and exhibits. Exhibit displays, flags, and more. Call us at 515-216-1240 and visit at www.cinerama.ankeny.com. We'll be getting started with the starting lineups here shortly. We'll take you over to the PA announcer for that.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to the pitch at Ankeny Centennial High School for tonight's matchup between the visiting Johnston Dragons and your Centennial Jaguars. It's time to meet the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Dragons. At defender, a junior, number 2, Alden Hurek. At defender, a senior, number 5, Stephen Euro. At forward, a sophomore, number 9, Kyron Pope. At midfield, a senior, number 10, Amir Oric. At midfield, a junior, number 11, Mateo Munguia. At midfield, a senior, number 12, Cooper Van Kotteren. At midfield, a senior, number 13, Colby Davis. At defender, a senior, number 19, Grant Strickler. At forward, a sophomore, number 20, Nick Gorley. And at midfield, a freshman, number 23, Cale Leach. In goal for the Dragons, a junior, number 1, Will Cypress. And now, the starting lineup for your Centennial Jaguars. At defender, a senior, number 5, Harris Samolovich. At forward, a junior, number 9, Andrew Heckenleibel. At midfield, a junior, number 10, Ty Duax. At forward, a senior, number 11, Rashidi Ishbami. At forward, a senior, number 12, Rutger Lundberg. At forward, a sophomore, number 14, Austin Lundberg. At midfield, a freshman, number 18, Ben Ridlin. At defender, a senior, number 21, Kwaku Gortang. At defender, a junior, number 22, Bo Brazo. And at midfield, a junior, number 26, Nicholas De La Cuba.
And we'll be right back with the start of the game.
Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Sinorama Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
And that finishes up the national anthem. We have both teams on the field ready to go. We got 40 minutes on the clock. It'll be Ankeny Centennial Jaguars in all black tonight, and the Johnston Dragons, the visitors coming in tonight. The Dragons are going to be wearing all white. The Dragons will be on the left side of the field going to the right. The Jaguars will be on the right going to the left. Should be a great matchup. Got a new member into the Jaguars fold tonight. Kwaku is going to be one of his, if not his first, is going to be one of his first groupings here with the new team here. Come over from Southside Ankeny over to the north side. So looking forward to seeing him play tonight. Should be an exciting match for everyone. Got a pretty nice night for soccer tonight. A little chilly tonight, but it should be great weather conditions for the teams out on the field. Got a little bit of a chill in the air. It'll keep the boys nice and cool as they everybody breaks into a little bit of a sweat.
We're getting ready to go. We've got 22 players on the field, 40 minutes on the clock, 3 officials.
Johnston doing a nice job of cycling the ball back and forth across the field, looking for some openings. A nice steal early from Ishbami, trying to get it up front, but misconnects on the pass. The Johnston Dragons take the ball back to the goalkeeper, who narrowly misses a Jaguar defender. Jaguar defender steps in front of it. Smolovich settling it down. Heckenlabel actually settling it down. He gets that ball stolen off his foot, and this Samolovich actually steps in and moves that ball up back to Johnston, and Johnston kicks it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars.
Jaguar, throw in.
First touch for Kwaku, number 21. Looks like he's going to be playing middle back for the Jaguars. Nice deal for the Dragons. They send that ball out long. A foul called on the Dragons. That'll be a free kick for the Jaguars. Number 22, Bo Brazeau back there defending and drew the foul. He was going to put the ball into play, but he's going to defer to Lundberg. Lundberg's going to take it back to the goalkeep. First touch of the game for Andrew Nelson. Nelson, another touch. Nice little drop over the first line of defense for the Dragons. Duax with some control on the ball. Jaguars flipping the field. Pulling the jersey by Heckenlabel, gets dragged down a little bit. Nice pass to Duax. Duax is just going to miss a touch. The goalie sits a nice leg out there and just puts enough of a stop on the ball. He's able to pick up the ball for the first save of the match, but a nice job from Heckenlabel into Duax for a nice little connection there. Just a little bit too strong. And the goalkeeper from the Dragons sends the ball into orbit. That ball comes down with some ice on it from Will Safris. Sends it down about 2/3 of the way down the field. One of the biggest kicks I think we've seen all year so far. Be a free kick for the Dragons, and kind of a dangerous spot. Number 19 for the Dragons. Grant Strickler stepping up, putting it into play. Puts it in a dangerous position. Trying to get a header on the ball. There's a foul called on the Dragons. It'll be a free kick from inside the goal box. He takes it quick. It's going to be he tried to roll it in. It's actually going to be a free kick. So he's going to have to take that short rather than rolling it back into play. Displacement off the ball. Dragons are attacking now, trying to get the ball into a dangerous area, and just goes a little awry, and the Jaguar goalkeeper is there to pick that ball up and get it out of a dangerous spot. It's been a couple times already that the Jaguars have put that first touch and got it into a dangerous spot. They'll need to clean that up as we go further and further in the match. The Dragons, as ranked number 2 in the state, they're not going to let very many of those balls go unanswered and not make them pay for a mistake like that in front of the goal. Dragon throw in, number 5, Stephen Guiro. Another throw in for the Dragons. Nice throw in. The ball's going to roll out the back of the pitch. It'll be a free kick for the Jaguars. They'll take it quick. Getting the ball over to Austin Lundberg, number 14, as he takes it up the field in some space. Getting into Duax into the middle. He's got some space there as well. Sends it up to Heckenlabel. Heckenlabel with a nice move, but he's thwarted by another defender that jumped right on him after he beat that first defender. Heckenlabel drops it back to Samolovich. Samolovich back into Duax. Duax, a nice little give and go with Heckenlabel. Back to Duax, but undershoots that. Jaguars reset the offense here. Definitively further into the offensive zone than when they started. Nice little give and go between Samolovich and Parker Lundberg. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars as the ball trickles out of bounds.
Dragons free kick.
Actually, they call it a free kick. I didn't see any foul over there, but it's going to be a Dragons free kick. They'll send the ball into play. Jaggers are doing a good job of spreading out the offensive talent here. There's about an offensive player coming down about every lane as they go across the field. Nice job of spreading out those offensive players and making those defenders really spread out so they can't cover two people at the same shot. So nice job for the Jags on that so far. Dragons mistakenly let that ball trickle out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars. They get the ball in quick. Ben Ridlin has a defender on his back. Gets rid of the ball out to the outsides. He'll send it back to be recycled through the defense. Back to Ridlin. Jaguars flipping the field. Tries to send a long ball into the offensive player there, but just didn't have enough juice on that one. Dragons are controlling the ball, moving it up the field. Nice move to get himself some separation. Gets it over into some open space. Good stop by the Jaguars, trying to get the ball out of the danger area. Got a goal scored there, but it's going to be called offsides on the Dragons. It'll be no goal, just 8 minutes into the game. But a dangerous little set of circumstances there as they almost scored. Just had an inadvertent offsides there and takes the goal away from the Dragons. Still 0-0, 8 minutes into the first half. Jaguars want to do definitely a stronger job of making sure they're defending with those multiple Dragons that were in there in a dangerous place to do some damage. And if not for the offsides call, it would be a 1-0 lead for the Dragons. Nelson trying to get that defender to commit. Finally commits. He sends it up the field. Parker Lundberg with a touch to Somalovich. Back to Andrew Nelson to reset the offense. He's going to send it deeply into the midfield. Nice connection for the Dragons. Number 23 moving in. Kale Leach. It's going to be our first corner for the game for the Dragons. Corner kicks are brought to you tonight by Iowa Rush Soccer Club. Check out all their events going on right now at iowarush.com.
Dragon corner kick.
That'll be number 12 for the Dragons taking this. Cooper Verkorteren is going to be taking this corner kick. 10 minutes here in the first half. He puts the ball into play. Ishbami gets up high and gets that headed out of the box, and it's sent pretty high and outside by the Dragons. It'll be a goal kick for the Jags. A foul on the Dragons. Number 5, Steven Goyro takes down the Jag offensive player. It'll be a free kick just over the midline. Another foul, number 9. Kyron Pope with the foul. Jaguars send it long. Heckenlabel with the settles that one down. Feet got tangled up there. A foul on Heckenlabel. It'll be a free kick for the Dragons. Long ball put in from the backside. Headed out of the box by the Jaguars. Jaguars get the control of here. Duax sending it up to Heckenlabel. Back to Duax. Duax making a run here. He's got number 12, Lundberg, on the outside. Tries to get it back to Heckenlabel. Nice job by the Dragon defender there, dragging it between two offensive players for the Jags and getting it up the field. Ben Ridlin taking it up the field off of a steal by Simonovic. De La Cuba with a touch. Johnston, a nice ball in. Bounces harmlessly to the goalkeeper. He picks it up and rolls it back into play to Kwaku. Kwaku out to Simonovic. Smilefish loses the ball, gets it back. Tries to sneak it through a little fold there in the defense, but the defenders are able to get a foot on that. Dragons send it into the midfield. De La Cuba to Lundberg. Lundberg over to Duax. Duax is looking for some space for Ishbami. Ishbami's trying to trace that one down. Goalkeeper's going to get there first, but just barely. Will Safris with one of his first saves of the match here. You throw in for the Dragons. Duax taken down on a 50-50 play. Lundberg with a nice steal. Tries to shoot the pass into some open space, and there's a defender chasing it down here. It's going to stay in bounds. Got to call a corner kick here, I believe. Yeah, it'll be the first corner kick for the Jaguars tonight. Corner kicks are brought to you by Iowa Rush Soccer Club. Check out all their events going on right now at iowarush.com. We'll see who's going to be stepping up to take this corner kick. Oh, it'll be a throw-in. It will be a throw-in. Parker Lundberg throws that ball in. Nice ball into the open space, into the box. But a Dragon defender's there to pick that ball up. He's sending it up to the front. Counter attack for the Dragons. Jaguars have 5 defenders back against about 3 offensive players, so they're in a good position right now. As the Dragons send that ball out of bounds, it'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars. Got a substitution coming into the game, number 8. Lucas Cowman coming in for number 26, De La Cuba. Substitutions in today's game are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. That'll be a foul on calling on the Jaguars. Looked like the Dragon defender, Dragon offensive players. He went down. He hooked the defender from the Jaguars and pulled him down. But referee didn't see it that way from the midfield there, and he called a foul on the Jaguars. It'll be a potentially dangerous free kick for the Dragons here, as they're about 25, 20, maybe 26, 27 yards out on this free kick. The Jaguars have set up a two-man wall. The mid-ref is going to make them take a couple steps back to get that 10 yards that they need in order to make that a legal wall. So they'll be trying to jump up and make that a harder pass into there. And Ishbami's right there for the head out of the box. Shot from distance. Goes about 10 feet over the top of the frame. It'll be a Jaguars free kick from the goal. Friends, check out the new Zoom Room Dog Training Gym at 1875 North Ankeny Boulevard. We don't train dogs, we train the people that love them at the Zoom Room. Please send a pic of your dog at Jags Digital on Twitter or on our Centennial Digital Facebook page, and each week we'll choose a pet of the week to get a special gift from the Zoom Room. Bonus points if they're watching Centennial Digital. Solid moves by the Dragons, one-on-one players. Number 9, Kyron Pope, went all the way across the field and beat several different Jaguars and finally got a shot off that kind of weakly rolled into the goalkeep. We'll call a foul on the Dragons. It'll be a free kick for the Jaguars. Ishbami imparting some guidance to some of his teammates there. I think he's probably asking for some of those balls to come up over the top and get to some open space where they can run underneath the ball. We'll see if Ishbami gets some of the things he wishes as we send a ball down. It's going to go right out of bounds from the goalkeep. Not a good shot. Andrew Nelson's going to want that one back as the Dragons take a throw in, deep throw in. Foul on the Dragons. It'll be a free kick for the Jags. Just about halfway into this first half, 20 minutes left to go here. A little bit over 20 minutes left to go in the first half. It's been a pretty back and forth affair. Both teams have had some chances, some opportunities to get down there. Johnston's probably got a little bit better of the opportunities, but Jaguars have gotten some pretty good situations too down there by the Dragon goal. Long ball played in. Goalkeeper Andrew Nelson comes up and plays it perfectly. Rolls it right in to the Jaguar defender. He's taking up the field. He's got some space. He needs to cut down that space before he sends that ball out there. Lundberg, nice little header into trying to get Heckenlabel free. But number 5, Steven Gyro, there to snag that ball and take it back up the field for the Dragons. Jaguars are getting outnumbered here as the ball pushes across the back. Should have definitely taken it to the outside and stretched that defense even a little bit further. They do so now. Out to number 12 for the Dragons. He sends it in on a shot, and it's headed out. Kwaku sends the ball out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Dragons. Got some substitutions coming in for the Dragons. Substitutions in today's game are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. The Dragons throw in here. We want to be sure and welcome our new sponsors of Centennial Digital and the Jaguar Student Athletes. Dr. Brent Renzi at Health First Chiropractic, Springer Floor Care, and your local Ankeny Hy-Vee stores. Jaguars probing across the back, trying to find a spot to get the some space to get the ball moving forward. Duac sends it into Ridlin, and Ridlin Gets it over to one of the other Ankeny Jaguar. Gets to some space. Bombing into some space here. Is he going to be able to keep it in bounds? He will be able to keep it in bounds. He's going to be looking to cross it into one of those offensive players. Beats his defender. Still moving. Actually got knocked out there by the Dragons and picked back up by Heckenlabel. Heckenlabel sends it back up to the top. Simolovich on the near side calling for a field flip here. He's got quite a bit of room over there. Brazeau decides to keep it there on the far side. Gets it into Heckenlabel. Nice move. Sending it across the middle. Duax almost gets a touch on it. Simolovich gets his wish and gets the ball over here. He's going to get a nice cross here. Goes off of the defender. He's asking for a handball, and he's referee in the midfield says it goes off of the back of the defender rather than off the arm. Be a throw-in for the Jaguars. Simolovich with the throw-in. He sends it in to Duax. Duax back to Simolovich. Lundberg with a nice move, flipping the field over to Ishbami, and Ishbami goes off a defender right before it gets to him. We're sending it back into the middle. Missed it. The Dragon defender misses it. Puts it in a dangerous spot. Ridland to Duax. Duax tries to flip it into Heckenlabel. Heckenlabel's called for offsides. 23 minutes here into the first half. 0-0 score between the Jags and the Dragons. Saffras puts the ball into play. Duax back playing some defense. Does a nice job of trying to knock that ball off of the Jaguar or Dragon offensive player. Dragon's in a dangerous spot. They take a long shot. It's going to be a score for the Dragons. At the 24-minute mark of the first half, it's 1-0. Number 7 for the Dragons scores. That's Carlos Martinez, a midfielder, a junior. Jaguars have just been kind of playing with fire, giving those opportunities for the Dragons to be able to get in there and get some opportunities. And the Dragons finally make good on an opportunity there and puts it into the upper left-hand corner of the frame and scores for the Dragons. That's Carlos Martinez. A couple substitutions coming into the game. The substitutions tonight are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
Dragons goal scored by number 7, Carlos Martinez, at the 23:56 mark of the first half. Again, that's Martinez at 23:56.
Little spring in the step by the Jaguars here, going down 1-0. They're starting to really fight hard for those opportunities to keep that ball moving. It's a foul on the Jaguars. Ishbami throws his hands up, wondering what he did. But it'll be a free kick for the Dragons. I'm getting the scoreboard clock here on the right setup here. We're just a few seconds from getting that to be right on here as well. So I apologize for missing the stoppage on that, but we'll get that fixed here shortly. The time should be right now as we move forward here. 1-0 for the Johnston Dragons. Heckenlabel chases this one down on the far side. He's got 2 defenders to beat and beats one of them, and then another one stepped up. It's going to go out on a Dragon defender. It'll be a corner kick for the Jaguars. Corner kicks tonight are brought to you by the Iowa Rush Soccer Club. Check out all their events going on right now at iowarush.com.
Corner going to be sent in by number 10, Ty Duax.
Ty Duax will be stepping up to take this right-footed corner kick. Give an opportunity for the Jaguars to tie it up on a set piece. He puts it into a dangerous spot. It's headed out, and it'll be another corner kick for the Jaguars.
Duax to send it again.
Duax puts it back into play, a little bit lower this time. Jaguars throwing their body at the opportunity to get it there, and the Johnston Dragons are ready to counter. Martinez once again sends the ball in deep to try to connect up with number 9. The goalie comes out. Nelson's going to fight to get that ball out of there. Got to get those defenders in there. The goalie's in out of place. They send it back to Martinez, and then steps up from one of the back defenders. He takes a shot, misses. Carlos Martinez sends it over and hits off the bottom of the field goal standard and goes out of play. It'll be a free kick for the Jaguars. They just dodged a huge bullet to almost go down 2-0.
Dragon substitution, number 6, Tavian Pope.
Number 6, Tavian Pope comes in for the Dragons. Just a few minutes of chaos there for the Jaguars as they were trying to get that defensive setup going, and just had some miscommunication and a lot of Dragons flying at that ball, and they finally got that shot taken, and it just was a little bit too strong and went over the top of the goal keep. Nice 50-50 ball by number 22. Beau Brazeau was able to take some impact and some contact and was able to stay up on his feet. He knocked the goal scorer a few minutes ago, Martinez, to the ground and was able to move forward. Jaguar flipped the field over to Simonovic. Simonovic into number 7, De La Cuba. Throwing for the Dragons. .50-50 ball there, and the Jaguars come out on top of that one. It could have been a foul on either team actually, but a dangerous spot for the defender to take a foul because it was right on the edge of the box and could have resulted in a penalty kick or a very dangerous free kick. Physicality just a few minutes has definitely ramped up as the Jaguars have something to play for here to get this ball tied up, get the score tied up here as we slowly get closer and closer to the end of the first half here. 29 minutes into the first half. 1-0 lead for the Johnston Dragons. A long ball sent in. Andrew Nelson comes out and snatches that one off the foot of a Johnston Dragon as he was setting up to control that ball and see if he could get a shot on it. Nelson going to be putting the ball back into play. He's going to be sending it long. Duax with the first touch out to Simonovic. Simonovic over to Ishbami. Ishbami sending it out to De La Cuba. That's Lucas De La Cuba sends the ball over to Heckenlabel. Heckenlabel gets one touch and it's sent out of bounds. It'll be another corner kick, the third of the match for the Jaguars. The corner kicks tonight are brought to you by Iowa Rush Soccer Club. Check out all their events going on right now at iowarush.com. It'll be Ty Duax stepping up once again to take the corner kick. Puts it into play. Dragon takes it right off of the forehead and sends it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars. One of the Ankeny defenders, Centennial defenders, went down pretty hard there. I think they were looking for a possible foul. Ridlin to Shbami. Shbami taking it to the outside. Sends it out to De La Cuba. Back to trying to connect back up to Shbami. And the Dragon sends it out of danger. Kwaku comes up and takes a nice header and gets called for a foul. Coming up over the back of the Dragon. Dragon waiting there for the ball to come in. Shbami coming up and talking to the recipient of that foul. I don't know what was said there, but we'll have a free kick for the Dragons. Nice deep kick for the Dragons. Headed once and then headed towards the goalkeep. Settled by the Jaguar defender, and he sends it out of bounds on the far side. It'll be a throw-in for the Dragons. As we have 3 substitutions coming into the game for the Dragons. Substitutions tonight are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
Number 15, Sam Daniels, and number 17, Sam Gorley.
Jaguar cycling around the back here, trying to look for some opportunity to get it up. He got some open space in front of Kwaku as he moves it up. Trying to get that defender to commit to open up the field. He sends a long ball in. Looks like the Jaguars have flipped some of their offensive players. They've got De La Cuba in the middle now as the middle forward. And then flipped Heckenlabel and Ishbami from side to side just to try to get a different look here as we get closer to the halftime whistle. Foul by Ben Ridlin. Some discussion about where that foul actually happened and where that free kick should be taken from. It looks like it's a little bit further up than where the actual foul happened. We'll set up a 2-man wall again. Exchange of headers as they try to move it up the field. Heckenlabel with the touch here, trying to beat that defender down the sideline. Sends it back into the middle. Picked up by one of the Dragon defenders. Carlos Martinez out there making things happen as he gets a few touches and tries to get for an assistant to the midfield. Just a nice, quick player, good feet, good control of the ball. He's trying to get people involved as well as being an offensive threat himself. Heckenlabel getting knocked around there from the defenders. Sends the ball off of a Dragon defender out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars. 35 minutes into the first half. 1-0 lead for the Dragons. So a yellow card given to number 21, Kwaku, and he'll have to sit down for a few minutes here, and he's taunted a little bit by one of the Dragon players as he walks by and waves a goodbye to him as he's going to be taking the edge of the field here. The AR stepping up to the midfield referee and asking for a conference here, so we'll see what happens with this here real quick. Maybe he saw things a little bit differently and is maybe going to get this one pulled off, or saw some extracurricular activities afterwards. Nothing was called there. It'll be a free kick for the Dragons. Quaku tried to stay in the game there on a yellow card in the state of Iowa. One of the rules is that you have to exit the game. I think it is for 5 minutes before they're able to come back into the game. And it's getting a little testy out here as the Johnston Dragon definitely moved that ball up from where the foul was committed. And Ishbami took some exception to that, moved the ball back. So we have an impasse with both players trying to figure out where that ball is at. It's number 19. As soon as that referee is going to turn his back, he's going to probably try to move that ball forward again. But he goes ahead and relents. Ball sent in long, dangerous spot. Goalie tries to get some hands on it, and he will receive a foul from a player going into him from the down below, so it'll be a free kick for the Jaguars. We're a little bit off on the timing here right now. It's about 5 minutes left to go here in the game, and we'll get that adjusted here as soon as we can. We're going to hold on to it till that 3 minutes and 8 seconds catches up here, so it's about 4:45 left to go here. 1-0 lead for the Dragons. Both the crowds definitely getting fired up as this game comes to become a little bit more physical with each touch of the ball here as we've whittled our way down to the end of the first half. 4 minutes left to go here. Nice ball into Heckenlabel on the far side. He's looking for an opportunity to get that ball across. And they'll call a foul as Heckenlabel stopped to drag that ball back across. He was pulled down. It'll be a foul for the Dragons. It'll be a good opportunity for the Jaguars to maybe get something up on the board here and maybe tie the score up. Duax is going to be stepping up to the ball once again. 3:43 left to go here. Duax asking for the 10 yards. He's getting ready to send the ball in. Puts the ball into play. Dangerous spot. Goalie comes out, gets a touch on it, bounces it off the turf, and gobbles that one up out of danger. Safra sends that ball into orbit for about the third time tonight. Just strong kicks there as the Jaguars take the possession of the ball, and Heckenlabel's nice little run through the midfield. He's looking for a foul right on the edge of the box. A yellow card is given to the Johnston Dragons this time, and it's going to be right on the box. It was very close to a penalty shot. But they're going to be taking the ball just directly right outside the box. It's a great opportunity for the Jaguars to tie up the score just a little bit over just 3 minutes and 1 second. A little bit off on the clock here, but we're pretty close as Duax and Ishbami are both there standing over the ball trying to figure out who's going to be taking this one. Duax has taken most of the set pieces so far tonight, so we'll look for something else to happen here, and maybe Duax will step up. Ishbami steps up, shoots a shot, goes off of a defender. It'll be a corner kick for the Jaguars. So we're going to hold on to the clock here. Looks like we're going to be at 1. There we go. 1:49 on the clock. Put it into a dangerous spot. Just goes over safely over the top of all the defenders. And Simonovic, it's going to be another corner kick for the Jaguars as the goalie goes up high and tries to high point that ball. And it slips out of his hands. It goes out of bounds. It'll be another corner kick for the Jaguars as they try to use this last minute, 30 seconds, to get this game tied up at 1-0, which would be a huge coup for them. Duax once again out there on the corner kick. He puts it into play. Had a Jaguar screaming in there trying to get in part of that play, and the ball's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars.
One minute remaining.
Dragons kick the ball out of bounds. It'll be 1 minute left to go here. Jaguars be careful of a counterattack right here. They send it back to the defenders. 30 seconds left. Jaguars take it all the way back to Andrew Nelson for a touch. He sends it back to midfield. Strong tackle or strong shoulder-to-shoulder hit. Gets a foul called on the Dragons. And that brings us to halftime. It's a 1-0 lead for the Jaguars, or the Dragons over the Jaguars. Great first half. We'll be back in a few minutes with the halftime show. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Knockerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing. Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Sinorama Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
Welcome back to the Hy-Vee halftime report, brought to you by your Ankeny Hy-Vees. Come check out our helpful smiles. Iowa's premier indoor youth sports facility is open right now in Ankeny. The Fieldhouse at Prairie Trail Sports Complex offers boys and girls basketball tournaments, volleyball tournaments, and hit tracks leagues for softball and baseball. Visit prairietrailssc.com for details on tournaments, leagues, and other events for the Ankeny community. So time for a look around the CIML tonight, powered by U.S. Cellular. At U.S. Cellular, we care about our customers and communities. As always, tonight's live stream is powered by U.S. Cellular 5G network. Located just north of Northview Middle School and right across from the Ankeny Sonic, come check out America's locally grown wireless at U.S. Cellular. So try to check over the scores at Twitter. I'm getting some reports from the Ankeny girls at Centennial girls at Johnston. It looks like it may be a 1-0 lead for the Johnston Dragons. That's a pivotal game for the Centennial girls tonight. So hopefully they can come back here and get that tied up and get that win tonight for the team. They've desperately need that win down there at Johnston. Going to jump over to a commercial. We'll be right back here in a few minutes.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Knockerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing. Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Sinorama Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
Parents and grandparents, check out Rainbow of Heartland and Grimes for the best in swing sets, basketball hoops, courts, and trampolines. They also offer commercial playgrounds and have been Iowa's playground superstore for 25 years. Call 1-800-RAINBOW or visit rainbowoftheheartland.com. So we did get a confirmation of the score, 1-0 at halftime in favor of the Johnston Dragon for the gals. This is the boys CIML. We also got a score for Dowling Catholic up against Southeast Polk. The Dowling Maroons up 3-0 at halftime as well. So that's been a look around the CIML tonight, powered by U.S. Cellular. We'll be back in a few minutes with the start of the second half.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Knockerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Sinorama Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Well, just got about 10 seconds here as the halftime winds down here. I want to thank Hy-Vee Stores here in Ankeny for sponsoring the halftime show. The Jaguars are making a late entrance back onto the field. The Dragons have been out here for about 2 or 3 minutes, and the Jaguars are slowly making their way back out here, ready to go for the second half. It's a 1-0 lead for the Dragons, second-ranked team in the state, up against the number 9-ranked Centennial Jaguars. The Jaguars are going to be looking to get an equalizer here early in the half to get this game back under control. But had some promising opportunities there at the end of the first half to get some momentum going for them. They'll be in possession of the ball here at the start of the second half. The Jaguars will be on your left, going to the right in the all black once again, and the Dragons on the right going to the left in the all whites. Got 40 minutes back on the clock for the second half as both teams make it back to the field.
You are watching Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Visit one of our 6 locations for all of your automotive and tire service needs.
Andy just got back from his middle school concert. He was so excited to attend for one of his daughters. He's back on the controls, so we'll have a much better produced second half here for you guys. Advertisements definitely did not go as well, but so we're glad to have him back because doing all the stuff yourself is a little bit for the birds. So, but looks like we got Kwaku coming back in off of his yellow card and at the end of the first half. He'll be making his way onto the field at this next break, it looks like, trying to get back into the game off of the send-off. Ishbami and Heckenlabel have switched back over to their sides that they started at the first part of the game. Ishbami on the right, Heckenlabel on the left, and De La Cruz in the middle, or De La Cuba in the middle again. Nice ball into the middle for the Dragons. They turn the corner. Kyron Pope in the middle, number 9, sends it to the outside. One-on-one battle going out there. Ball's taken out of bounds. Center ref calls for a corner kick. It'll be the first of the half for the Johnston Dragons. Corner kicks are brought to you by Iowa Rush. Check out their events going on right now at iowarush.com. Dragons will take a long run up for this corner kick. He puts it into play. Low line drive. Tried a little side kick by number 15 for the Dragons, and it goes harmlessly off to the side.
In the Jaguar lineup, number 21, Kwaku Kortang.
Kwaku back into the game. Substitutions tonight are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Nice job of defending. Just does a nice little seal as a defender, keeping the Dragon offensive player off the ball, and is able to get that cycled around the back. Long ball taken into some open space. Heckenlabel, nice turn. Well defended there. A ball just harmlessly rolls into the goalkeep. Ridden with a touch. Brazo back to Kwaku. Really like to see those Jaguar defenders close up that space before that first pass goes up and make that defender commit and have a little bit less defenders in that spot, but they are resigned to taking that ball right away. 23 with a little extracurricular play after that. Should have stopped after the whistle, but he takes that ball and kicks it into some open space, kind of delaying a game. That's number 23, Kale Leach, who's been just a pivotal player for the Dragons pretty much the whole first half. Was not the goal scorer, but he's just been doing a nice job of controlling the ball. Heckenlabel with a touch in some dangerous spots here as they try to get something going for the Jags, and the Dragons are able to get that ball out of danger and sending it up the field. They'll have a nice little counterattack, which is stopped by Ridlin. Ridlin does a nice job of holding off his defender and getting it over to Brazo. Great job of keeping that offensive player in a bad position and shielding that ball away from him. Number 19 for the Johnston Dragons, about ready to enter back into the game. That's Grant Strickler. I believe he was the other yellow card recipient in the first half, and so he'll be entering in the field here at the next break. Oh, a dangerous tackle there by Ridlin sends the Johnston player tumbling. The referee gives a stern look over to Ridlin as he moves up the field. He's probably in line for a yellow card if another tackle like that happens. Free ball kick taken in. Long kick here. Goalkeeper. What's he going to call here? Holy cow. I think goalie was playing the ball, got taken out by one of the Johnston offensive players, and that trickles off of him and goes into the back of the goal.
Dragon goal.
Looks like Stephen Goru with the goal, the second of the match for the Dragons. Yeah, the goal keeps standing up and saying I was playing the ball and got knocked into, and the ball went awry and then was able to be put into the goal keep. I think the referee really missed a foul on that play. He'd been calling it pretty close and pretty tight in the first half, but he lets them play in the second half and leads to a 2-0 lead for the Johnston Dragons. Second goal of the game for the Dragons. That's scored by Stephen Goiru. Number 5 for the Dragons. Jaguars with a nice little connection of passes here as they try to move up the field. It'll be a foul and a very dangerous spot called for the by the Dragons. The Dragon captain right there is going to have to watch himself because he is definitely going right at the referee here and trying to get an explanation. This is just outside of the box. Once again, Ty Duax and Ishbami are both stepping up to take this free kick. I think in a similar situation in the first half, Ishbami took the lefty, and now they're looking at each other trying to figure out what they're going to do. A 5-man wall set up by the Dragons, just 10 feet or 10 yards off of the ball. They'll put it into play. Ishbami with the attack. Ooh, that little straight toe kick he's done a couple times this year, just off the left side of the frame there, just barely misses. It's just a unique little attack that he's done a couple different times and had some success with at the beginning of the season. Ishbami with just that straight toe kick goes off to the left. Excellent opportunity for the Jags. They got some pressure there and were able to draw the foul, put them into the nice place for that set piece. .48th minute of the game, throwing for the Jaguars. Brazil takes it all the way back to Nelson, the goalkeeper. He sends it deep. Heckenlabel settles that down over to Duax. Duax tries to play it right back to him and misses its mark. Who's that? Mr. Russell. Mr. Russell has watched the game tonight. I want to give him a shout out. Grading papers. Okay, I was trying to figure out what Andy was saying. He's grading papers. So thanks for watching us tonight. If anybody else is out there, give us a shout out in our comments, and we'll mention you on the air, seeing if we can get some distances here on some of our viewers tonight. Handball by the Dragons. Duax will take that quick over to Ishbami. Ishbami sends it to the outside to Heckenlabel. Heckenlabel's trying to get it back inside to Ishbami, but he takes it himself. Nice little series of plays there, but ends up getting it taken off of his feet. Over to Ridland. Ridland sends it out to the outside for some open space. Dragon defenders or Dragon offensive players just keep kind of cycling through there, and one goes away, another one comes in. An odd foul called by the center ref on the Dragons. The Jaguars quickly take a ball, put it into place. Ishbami sends that ball deep into open space. Oh, interesting play there as the Jaguar defender, offensive player, just kind of throws himself into the play and hits the, looks like he hits maybe the elbows of the Dragon goalkeep. It looks like he's none the worse for wear as he moves up the field. That's number 12, Parker Lundberg. Duax out to Ishbami into some open space. Nice pass, nicely weighted. Beats his defender, takes it to the end line, crosses over, chested, and set up. Oh, just a little bit of a delay in trying to make a decision on what he was going to do. I think he was surprised that he settled that ball so easily off of his chest and had an opportunity to put that ball onto the soccer frame there, and just hesitated slightly. Ended up taking the ball back outside instead of moving the ball back up to the front. Excellent opportunity for the Jags to cut this lead into half, get it to 2-1, but we're unable to do so. Steal on the back line, and a foul called. There'll be a foul on the Jaguars. It'll be a free kick by the Dragons in a really dangerous spot just outside of the far side of the box. Ball sent in. It's a third goal for the Dragons. Goes to the upper left-hand corner. It's a shot off of the free kick just outside of the box. Third goal for the Dragons. It's number 19, Grant Strickler, with the score. Third goal of the match for the Dragons. 3-0 lead. 28 minutes left to go here in the second half.
If you're looking for a place to train, you're looking for an opportunity to get better, we can help you do that. Nick Jarash with Nick Jarash Fitness. We'll see you there.
Couple substitutions in for the Jaguars. The substitutions in tonight's game are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the Crew of Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Heckenlabel gets taken down very roughly from the backside. A yellow card's going to be given again. It'll be a free kick in a very similar position to the goal that was just scored by the Johnston Dragons. Number 11 for the Johnston Dragons is off on the yellow card. Mateo Mungunga. Duac stepping up for the free kick. One of the Jaguars players rises and gets his feet taken out from under him as he barely touches his head on the ball. Ishbami has some control, sending it back over again, and referee's blowing the whistle, trying to decide what they're going to call here. Looks like it may be a corner kick. That'll be a corner kick for the Jaguars.
Jaguar corner kick.
Jaguars pulling up every player except for two into the offensive box, trying to get that goal to get that score a little bit closer from this 3-0 lead for the Johnston Dragons. Duax puts it into play. Goalkeeper rises up and snatches the ball right out of the air and drops to the ground and covers the ball. Nice job out of him. Great play for Safris. Number 2, Brock Brazeau into the game. Here's one of the substitutions. His first action of the night. The first goal scorer for the Dragons, Carlos Martinez, is back into the game. Number 7 created quite a bit of havoc in the first half with his strong play and his goal scoring. Redland with a nifty move there to get some space. Sends it up to Brazeau. Brazeau, nice ball into Heckenlabel. Heckenlabel, the one touch. And the goalkeeper gets pretty lucky. The ball just kind of gets stuck in his legs as he went flying by, and is able to corral that underneath of him and get the ball back, putting the ball back into play with a strong goal kick. Brazeau, nice job of launching that ball off of the approaching Jaguar defender. Goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jags. Little miscommunication has the Dragons in for another opportunity to score another goal. Goes off the side post. Kwaku sends the ball out. Almost a fourth goal for the Dragons. Still in a dangerous position deep into the defensive zone. It'll be a throw-in for the Dragons. Number 23, Kale Leach, back into the game for the Dragons. The substitutions in tonight's game are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew of Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Good communication by the back line this time. The goalkeeper comes out and gets that ball and sends it back into play. Brazeau with a strong kick into the midfield into Duax. Duax has a hard time controlling it. Luckily, bounce goes off to Heckenlabel. Heavy 50-50 ball here on the near side, sends number 10 tumbling here with a 50-50 ball with Ishbami. But he seems to be all right. Amir Oric. He's going to go ahead and exit the field. Number 21 for the Dragons entering in. La Maola. Looks like it'll be a dropped ball here for the Jaguars. That's per the injury that happened on the field. Yeah, clock was stopped on an injury there for just a few seconds. Foul by the Dragons on Duax draws the foul. Free kick, he puts it into play. Gets it to Heckenlabel. Heckenlabel's well defended. Battle on the sidelines. It'll be a foul called on Brazeau. Johnston crowd asking for a card. I thought it was a pretty solid 50-50 play, just shoulder to shoulder. Don't think there was anything real malicious. If anything, the Dragon went down a little bit easily at the end of the play. So it'll be a free kick for the Dragons once again. Number 19, Grant Strickler stepping up for it. He's a goal scorer of the game, scored the third goal. He's going to be looking for another one. Two-man wall set up by the Jaguars. Could have easily been a handball called off the second kick there in the goal box. Would have been a penalty shot from the spot for a potential fourth goal for the Dragons.
Into the Jaguar lineup, number 19, Logan Page.
Got substitutions on both sides. The substitution nights are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger, the crew of Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Ooh, strong tackle. Referee stops the clock. Going to be a yellow card for Ishbami. Both teams are definitely fired up on the field now. The physicality definitely in a few minutes, like it did kind of in the first half, is definitely ramped up. So Ishbami will be taking a seat for a few minutes. Number 14 will be replacing him for the Jaguars. That's Austin Lundberg into the game. Be another free kick for the Dragons. Number 13, Colby Davis stepping up for the free kick. Senior midfielder. Going to put it in with his left foot up against that Jaguar two-man wall. Puts it into play. Well defended by the Jaguars. Referee with a no call, puts the ball onto Heckenlabel's feet. Heckenlabel trying to beat a one-on-one situation there. Starts to move it back into the end of the field, goes off his foot. Lundberg comes in. It's a foul called on the Dragons and just outside the box. Lundberg drew the foul. Jaguars try to take a quick kick there, but referee was talking to the defenders too. They still weren't in a good position, so the referee did not whistle in the ball. Calls a late whistle on that ball, and they'll allow the teams to get set up here. Looks like Duak's going to be stepping up to take this one. With Ishbami sitting on the bench, will not be a dual threat on this one. Six-man wall set up by the Dragons. Duak shoots off of the top crossbar, headed, knocked it out, and what are they going to call here? Referee has his hand up. The goalkeeper went off the edge of diving, went off the edge of the frame and hit it pretty hard. Looks to be down.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Goalkeeper still down here. He hit that right side of the pipes there. Jumps up now and is able to kind of run it off there. But he did hit that far side fairly hard. And I think the goalkeeper is knocked a little bit off set here too. But we'll see if they take a look at that or not. Maybe it didn't get moved but just took a hard hit there. It'll be a goal kick for the Dragons. Just a great opportunity for the Jaguars there to put one in and just were not able to get it across. Had two opportunities. One went off the crossbar and then one went barely off the hands of the goalkeeper. Referee having some words with two of the opposing players as they jostle for position up on the front line. Will Safras has had just very strong balls in the whole night. So second yellow card for Kwaku. It'll be his second of the night, second yellow card of the night, and a red card for him. He'll be escorted off the field. His night's done for the night. Be a free kick for the Dragons. Number 5 for the Dragons will put the ball into play. Goalkeeper in great positioning. Is able to Catch that ball right out of the air, puts it right back into play. Trying to get a counter going for the Jaguars. Sending it to some open space. Nice ball by Brazeau to the outside. Sending it in, and then goalkeeper in a great position. Had a couple people screaming in there, ready to boot that ball right into the back of the net, but the goalkeeper in a great spot there to able to snatch that ball up. Looks like he's still suffering some remnants of hitting that goal post as he sends the ball crazily down the field here. He's had strong goal kicks all night. Quick throw in on the ball. Gets 20 out for some opportunity. He's up against a goalkeep. Goalkeep comes out and a nice grab by Nelson. Stopping a almost for sure goal by number 14 as he screamed in and had an open opportunity to get the ball to the back of the net. But Nelson comes across and gets enough of the ball and gets enough of control to keep that ball at the back of the net. Still a 3-0 lead for the Dragons. Got a foul called on the Jaguars just right outside the box. It'll be another free kick. Just been a really sloppy bit of play here physicality-wise for both teams as several yellow cards, even a red card has come out onto the field as Johnston makes some wholesale changes to their team out there. 5 substitutions coming in for them. Substitutions tonight are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Johnston connecting on a lot of passes here. Carlos Martinez takes a shot from distance. Goes off the goalkeeper's hand for his second goal of the night. 4-0 Dragons. Carlos Martinez with his second goal of the night.
Laura here, proud to be the team for all your legal needs. Just a reminder to stick around after the game for the LGL Player of the Game. Go Jags!
About 16 minutes left to go here in the second half. Jaguars put the ball into play, looking for some kind of semblance of some momentum that they can take. Those Dragons put them in a 4-0 hole. 3 goals here in the second half compared to that 1 goal here in the first half. They look to be in a great position for the Jaguars to tie it up, but Dragons just been too much for them at several different positions all the way across the field. Duax attacking right now, looking for open space, and just open space just gets swallowed up, and 3 defenders converge on him and take that ball away, and they move the ball down the field. Nice move by number 9, Kyron Pope. Jaguars throwing far side. rather than trying to do a good job, and gets the offensive player just crawls up his back and gets called for the foul. Duax tries to connect up with Heckenlabel. Heckenlabel goes down and gets dragged down. It'll be a penalty kick for the Jaguars. Johnston crowd going crazy here as they didn't agree with that call. A 4-0 lead for the Dragons. They should be feeling good about this and not have this even bother them, as they've got a 4-0 lead already. It'll be a penalty kick for Duax as he steps up and takes the shot. Will Safaris up to try to deny the penalty shot. Duax approaches, shoots, and scores. Goalie had a good hand on it, and it just, with the spin on the ball, was able to roll over the top of the hands that he had out there, and it trickles in for a score for Duax. Got a little bit of a delay here as the goalkeeper after that attempted save is coming up a little bit gimpy, and looks like we're going to have a substitution for the goalkeeper. Will Saffras has had a great night so far tonight. Looks like he's going to be replaced by Carson Hansen, a senior goalkeeper. Like the injured goalkeeper just stepping off the backside of the pitch, and they'll send a trainer over to him, take a look at him, and see if he's what they can do to help him out there. Look like it might be cramps at some point. Duax with a score goes to 4-1. 14 minutes left to go here in the game. Dragons threatening again. Be a throw-in for the Dragons. Be a throw-in for the Dragons. They throw that ball in. Nice long throw. Headed out. Headed back in, headed back out. Early action for the new goalkeeper just put into the game. He sends it way out of the danger zone. Lundberg sends the ball in deep. Duax settles that ball down. Gets it in Heckenlabel. Heckenlabel with the center. Johnson defender there in just the right spot. Ben Ridlin steps up. Ooh. Have another yellow card here by Ty Duax trying to make a 50-50 tackle. Sends the Johnston Dragon defender down to the ground, and Duax will have to sit down for a few minutes after just scoring off of a penalty shot. Some frustration boiling over for the Jaguars right now as Duax exits the field. He's replaced by number 13 for the Jaguars. Arnold Islamovic enters into the game for the first time tonight. Saved by the goalkeeper. Sends it down the field. Brazeau sends it to the outside. Lundberg taking it down the sidelines. Got some open space. Brazeau with a touch. Gets taken down from behind. It'll be a foul. Jaguars look to put the ball back into play quickly. Lundberg taking it down the field, looking for an opportunity. Well defended first shot. Dragons send it out of bounds. It should be it'll be thrown for the Dragons. Wholesale changes by both teams as multiple substitutions will be coming in on both sides with just a little bit over 10 minutes left to go in the game. Substitutions tonight are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger, the crew of Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Looks like both teams have kind of waved the red flag or white flag for tonight, and we'll get some experience for some of the underclassmen and some of the non-starters. New goalkeeper in for the Jaguars. That's Noah Sleeper. Try to get some of these other Jaguars that just entered into the game. Got 15. Braden Packabush into the game. Number 4, Ben Ho is into the game. Number 7, Lucas de la Cuba. He's been in the game a couple times tonight, but he's back in the game as well. Number 17, Caleb Murray into the game for the first time tonight. Number 6, Mace Nilthang into the game as well. And number 3, Isaac Kenninger has also entered the game. I think that's all the new subs that haven't played so far in the game. Interesting kick there. It's a little back kick over the top of the head. Gets the ball onto the goalkeeper. He sends it back into play. Nifty little shot there from the Dragon there. Shot from the Dragons. It's easily fielded by the new goalkeeper. Gets his first or second save of the night for Noah Sleeper. Dragons threatening again. 3 defenders from the Jaguars converge to get the ball from him. Counterattack is on now. De La Cuba gets it into the midfield. Islamovic sends it to the outside, gets the ball back from the outside defender. Long shot. Nice save from the backup goalkeeper for the Dragons. That's Carson Hansen with the save. And another save from him as well. Carson sends it into play. Sends it the outside to number 12 for the Dragons. That's Cooper Van Thorenten. And he gets called for a foul as he tries to move it back up the field and takes down the Jaguar defender. It'll be a free kick for the Jaguars. Yeah, Cooper's got a mustache to be proud of down there. You don't see many of those in high school, but couple more substitutions coming in for the Dragons. Counterattack by the Dragons, and Jaguars are able to get that taken care of and get the ball back into possession. Jaguars try to flip the field, but can't get it quite across there. Number 3 for the Jaguars, moving it up the field. De La Cuba in a battle in the midfield, gets possession. Give and go back to him. Brazeau does a nice job of getting that ball out of there, a freshman. Brazeau back on the ball. Nice idea from him. Gets the ball back. Looking for an opportunity. Drops it off to 16, and that's stolen away by the Dragons, but the Jaguars are able to get the ball back. Send the ball all the way back to get a reset by the goalkeeper. That's Noah Sleeper in for his action here in the second half. Austin Lundberg taking it up the field. Three defenders converge on him, and they get the possession away from him. Four minutes, 30 seconds left to go here in the second half. 4-1 lead for the Johnston Dragons, number 2 ranked in the state. Had a good showing here tonight at this away game. And we got any updates on the girls match at Johnston at all? Trying to get you a score for that girls match tonight as well. Long ball sent all the way down the field. Just 2 people back there. Ben Ho does a nice job of getting that ball out of danger. Gets it almost out of bounds as the Dragons reset. Send it back in. Some miscommunication. Jaguars get it out. Get that ball out of danger. Just got a final for the Ankeny Centennial girls. They took a loss tonight, 2-1 over the Johnston Dragons. Ben Ho gets knocked off the ball. Did a nice job of bringing it out of the back line, getting to some open space. Nice string of possession here for the Jaguars. Opportunity to get a shot here on goal. Sends it across. Almost connects up on a cross. Would have been Brazeau to, I think, De La Cuba. Actually, that might be number 3. Isaac Henninger was almost the one that connected up on the backside of that cross by Brazeau. Nice little opportunity to get another ball on frame for the Jaguars. So minute 30 left to go here in the second half. 4-1 lead for the Dragons. Both groups of substitutions kind of played to a nice little draw here. Had some opportunities on both sides. It'll be a throw-in for the Dragons on the far side of the field.
One minute remaining.
And don't forget to stick around here in just a minute here for the West 40 Market post-game show. Opportunity for the Johnston Dragons to score, and they do score here just with 25 seconds left to go. It's a 5-1 lead for the Dragons. Goal scorer looks like it's I think that was Cooper Veracruz with the score. Andy, what do we got for next broadcast for Centennial Digital? It'll be 2 weeks before we have anything. Jags and Southeast Polk Rams will be in town. We'll get that game. Is that a girls' game or a boys' game? A boys' game.
5,
So we'll see you guys here soon.
2, 1.
Final score is 5-1 here for the Centennial Jaguars. Take the loss against the Johnston Dragons. We'll be back in a few minutes to wrap up the show here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. We're going to go ahead and just wrap it up here tonight. Time to take a look at the stats brought to you by Iowa's premier indoor youth sports facility opening right here in Ankeny. Visit AnkenyTrailsSC.com to learn more about the Fieldhouse at Prairie Trail Sports Complex. So tonight, the Centennial Jaguars take a tough loss, 5-1. Lone goal scorer for the Jaguars is Ty Duex off of a penalty kick in the second half there. It's a tough loss tonight, but it is a strong team coming here from Johnston as a second-ranked team. But we want to thank everybody for watching. Again, the final score tonight was 5-1 in favor of the Dragons. Our next production, like I said, on Centennial Digital what's that? Yeah, driven by Freedom Tire. We'll be on 2 weeks with the boys playing the Jaguars up against the Southeast Polk Rams. I just want to talk real quickly about the Lamberti, Goki, and Lucci player of the game. I think I want to probably give it to Lucas Andrew Heckenlabel. Wasn't a goal scorer in the game. We just had that one score that was in the second half, but I thought he had a strong offensive game. It was just creating a lot of havoc. Just wasn't able to get anything to the back of the net. So our player of the game is Andrew Heckenlabel. So if you can't make it out to the match next time we're on against Southeast Polk, we'll see you there. If you can't, as always, you can catch all home games right here on the Central Iowa Sports Network YouTube channel. I'm Austin Oliver here with Andy Pollock as the producer. Good night, everyone, and time to head to the cabaret.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Knockerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing. Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Sinorama Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Jarash Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.